So honestly, this might have been my best card show from a buyer's perspective ever. And that's incredible. It's been such a great day. I mean, I've never spent over 5 figures at a show on cards, and I did that. Have all of this to show for it. There's a few other cards I didn't bring out. They're in like $25 and $35 boxes buried in my backpack. I'm exhausted, guys. Like, it's 3:40 a.m. in Florida. It's 2:40 in Dallas. Went all day long buying nonstop and tabled at the very end. We have all this to show for it. Let's dive into it. So we're going to start off with what's in the background. I'm going to show you guys this probably tomorrow night. I'm not selling it. This is a rock sticker album. So cool. And here, the original pack goes with this. And we have a bunch of unstuck stickers in here. So this will be shown later on in this video. I think I'm going to put all the parts together. But here's my stacks. We're going to start off with my, I think I had 2 roll purchases today. Really not much roll. You can find opportunities roll-wise, and as I'll show you, but it was just kind of a slob day. But let me move my camera angle down over here, and we can go off on that. First, just a 58 Koufax. Thought it looked pretty nice. I know it's OC, but I got this for like, what, it's like 60 bucks or so. I don't know. I don't think that's a crease. I think it's on the plastic sleeve. If it is, I overpaid for it. Otherwise, I don't know. We'll take a look at it a little closer. Got that in kind of a bulk deal. Not bulk deal, but for a few cards. Zach Wait, T206. Flip over the back. It's a 350, 460. So it's not the most common back. I mean, you can find them. I think they're around like polar bear scarcity. Someone wrote 225 on there. It does have a crease, but for $100 to pick up a Hall of Famer like this, I thought it was a no-brainer. I guess we're going to start off with some bigger cards. Like some of this stuff that I picked up, I look back like even a year ago, this would make up a card show. And to be able to buy stuff like this now as some of the pickups it's incredible. So just putting that out there. Thank you for everyone who's helped along the journey, like between either buying cards or working on some deals at shows. It's really been able to scale into some really cool inventory. And I can't wait to see where the channel and card shows are in another year or 2 years. All right, not to ramble on. Wayne Gretzky, Topps rookie in a 3. 1956 Mantle. It's got a 1.5 MC. I mean, they are pretty rounded corners, I'm not gonna lie. But I don't know. I feel like this got double affected. It definitely is MC. I mean, you guys can see the bottom over here and top cut off. So not disagreeing with this, but I don't know. I think it could have gotten the 2. Either way, I got this super cheap, and 56 is a really popular year for Mantle. He won the MVP. Okay. 1975 Topps Mini, Nolan Ryan. 1966 Maze, 5.5. 1962 Maze, 4. And also a 69 in a 6. Lefty Grove, 1933 Gaudi. Larry sent one to SGC with pretty much the same exact centering. So I think mine will get either a 2 or a 3. Probably with how grading has been, I'll probably get a 2, which is kind of expected. But I'll have 2 of these now. 1933 Millot Green. Someone asked me for this. Can't remember if was on Twitter or Instagram, so I'll be reaching out. Hopefully, if I remember who it was. Either way, I mean, this is a super cheap option to pick this one up. I do want to get a higher grade in my PC one day, so I am letting this one go. I have the other version already in a 3. Definitely want to get into a 4 or 5, but it takes some time. Just can't buy it outright at the moment. But I thought this was pretty clean looking. I know it's altered, but it's still a sharp looking card. Speaking of sharp cards, Sam Rice, Hall of Famer, in E5. Beautiful color, guys. Beautiful. Got a Hank Aaron rookie card. This is a super beginner budget Hank Aaron. So if you're looking for it, let me know. But it does have a little bit of paper loss on the back and a little bit of a mark. But still, it honestly presents pretty well on the front. There's creases, but like, I don't know. Definitely a way to go if you wanted a cheap Aaron. Have a second-year Jim Brown, way OC/miscut. However, Jim Brown's always popular. Grove Alexander. I don't know. I got an MK. Maybe that's it right there. Super clean looking card in my opinion. Really want his 14 or 15 Cracker Jack at my PC. Like, it's a card I'm chasing after. It's so expensive. It's probably not going to even be till next year or a year after. But I think it'd be a cool addition to my pre-war card collection. Don't want this for now. So this is something I will be putting up for inventory. Definitely later down the road when I do have more funds. But I think first I will be going after the Cracker Jack. Got a Home Run Baker. This was pretty cool. Not the most expensive card. A nice 6. Hall of Famer, Gibby Hartnett. Born in 1900. These, I think I discovered this set in a John Mangini video that he was showing off an eBay purchase. But I saw these at the show. I have people always asking me for Eddie Collins. I have like 2 or 3 Eddie Collins collectors, so I always have someone to sell those to. Panic, not too sure. But these are a Canadian release. They're really rare. And like, again, stuff I would really want in my PC. But I picked up one card for sure I'm going to be keeping. The other one, I'm still split. But you guys will see it. And then obviously I got the rock stuff. The thing is, like, I want to keep so much of this stuff, but you got to keep moving it to get into some better deals and opportunities. That's sometimes the tough part of being both a collector and sort of a dealer, is you can't keep everything. But that's just how the game works. A really nice Lajoie. Really good color on that one. Another T206. Warren Baker. Followed by a Joe Tinker. By the way, that Warren Baker, over the back, is a polar bear. Some people say polar bears are scarcer. They're not as scarce of a back. You can always find them, but they are cool. They're rarer than Piedmonts, no doubt, but they are quite common. Last card before I show you the 2 potential PC stuff is the 1952 Yogi Berra and a 3.5. Pretty cool. All right, PC time. So let me say a few stories real quick. We're going to start off with the card that I'm 100% going to be keeping until I can upgrade into one of his rarer rookie cards. And Sadaharu O the black and the red, just, it pops, man. This thing is such a cool card. I've wanted one of his rookies in my PC. I didn't know what to get because there's like 60 different cards of his. It's kind of like modern cards today in America. There's way too much. I took a gamble on this one, and I think it worked out. I talked to two people. So I talked to Gatlin, who has an O in his PC, and I talked to, I think the guy's name on Twitter is Prestige Japan Collectibles. He has an auction house as well. He sells some really, really cool stuff to kind of figure out about this. So I still have some questions. I'm obviously not an expert on Japanese cards yet. There's so much to research. And I think these cards were hand cut from talking, but not 100% sure. So I know this got an A, but if it's because it's hand cut, I know it's kind of weird cut right there, which would kind of support the theory on it. Like, why would, if someone was going to trim it, they would do a straight cut most of the time. But if these were hand cut, this definitely should have gotten a numerical grade. I know there's maybe some ink right there, so maybe that's why it got the A. I don't know. I didn't take a look at it under a loop. Honestly, I saw the card and I thought it was really cool, and I wanted to have one in my PC. So maybe this is a crack and regrade one day. I'll show you guys the back. It is an album card, so you can see there's a little bit right here still. So, I mean, the card grade-wise will max out at a 2. But I thought it was super cool, and I'm keeping this one. So, 100% keeping it. I think is really a great pickup. The one I'm like 50-50 on, and I know I shouldn't be because at the beginning of this year I told myself I wanted a T206 Cobb with a rarer back. Now, I know this isn't a T206. It's probably the closest thing you can get to a T206. I mean, T205 is pretty close, but this is really close as well. And it is a rarer card. Much rarer. But I'll show you guys. This is a coupon cigarette type 2 of Cobb. There's 3 different types, well, technically 4. We'll say 3 to be easy. There's 1910, 1914, and 1919 distribution years. Different backs show you when that is, and also some like different font choices. But this is going to be the cheapest ever example I could buy. I have a red Cobb with a scarcer back, but it is a coupon back. Way beater. I mean, you guys can see paper loss galore. If I was a grader, I would have given this an A, not a 1. However, it still does fit the criteria of a Cobb red and a rare back. I know if it was in better shape, it'd be a lot more expensive. So it's you kind of get put in that situation. It's like you sell the Cobb and then hope to get into a better one down the road, or do you keep it and sell off some lower inventory? I mean, the 2 red cards are going to be my PC today. Okay, so that's it for day 1. We will, tomorrow night, I'll show you this. I'll show you, I'll put this over here. Show you that. I'll show you all this as well. Plus whatever I end up picking up. Hope it's a good day at the table, because the entire day will be from the vlog standpoint as a dealer. What I buy, sell, and trade. This video will continue though on what I picked up for day 2. All right, guys, we are back from Dallas. So day 2, as a dealer, I picked up 2 lots. We have a Venny lot and also a slab lot of vintage cards. Now, 2 of these cards that end up selling, a 1970 Nolan Ryan autograph and also a Ricky Henderson auto. Sold the Henderson auto to Adam Vilgraphs way under comps. I did not know what I was doing on that one. Unfortunately, I made a mistake. But you know what? I learned from it, and I know other autograph cards to look out for in the future. So I'll talk about that in another video. The other card I sold was to Kyle, the promoter of the Dallas Card Show. So it was a really nice looking 1970 Nolan Ryan auto that someone got signed, centered well. And honestly, the card kind of appeared to be like maybe a 3 or 4 grade if it didn't have the Nolan Ryan sticker auto on the back. But it was definitely a really clean autograph card. So I picked up that lot. Those 2 are sold. I'll show you everything else in here. And then as promised from earlier in this video, I'm going to show you guys this rock book as well as some of the stickers. But let's go over the slabs first. This was kind of a throw-in the deal. We were like $50 off on price. Decided to get this in here, and this is a 57 Pee Wee Reese. Very great centering on this one, except for top to bottom, but left to right, it looks really good. These, if you know the 57s, they're very tough to find centered. Up next, this is the only pickup actually from walking the floor in the second room. Adios. Now it's E93, which they're pretty hard to find. It does have paper loss right there. And I mean, the back isn't the best, I'm not gonna lie. But if you know this guy's story, he ended up passing away. I think it was in 1910 or 1911. T205, if you know the brand of those, the gold border cards, they made a tribute card to him. He doesn't have too many playing day card examples because of that. A big what if in baseball, but this red is striking. And I know this is a really good card to have. Next, we have 3 Gibsons. We have a 1969 in a 6, 65 in a 6, and then a 64 in a 7. The 64 is beautifully centered. These are a little OC, but it's not too bad compared to some of the other stuff I've seen. But always great picking up Gibson stuff. He moves, and also, I mean, he's a pretty iconic figure. Fun fact, though, one of the first baseball card books that I read and also remember was Bob Gibson. I mean, such a great pitcher. And I can't remember if it was like elementary school or middle school, but his book, his biography is really awesome. We have a 1962 Roberto Clemente. I've had this card a few different times. I think I had one of these in my PSA subs before and it got a 4, but this is a pretty good 6. ZOC top bottom, but left right is good. All right, let's look over the Venue lot. So all Hall of Famers on here. One of these cards that it sold, I sold it to Rich Klein. He likes error cards, and it was such a cool error. I mean, there's like multiple versions printed on top of it, and perfect for his PC. I haven't seen an error card from Venezuela. I'm sure they're out there, but I knew that card was perfect for him. Okay, up first, we have Luis Apparatio, and I'm going to show you guys some autographs at the end of this, but I think I'm going to hold on to this card and try to get him to sign it. I know he's getting up there in age, but from what I've read, he still does autograph events, or like you can send in cards every once in a while. So I'm going to find out more information on this one, but this one temporarily won't be for sale. So until officially find out. Autograph wise, well, let's talk about the story at the very end on these 2. This is going to go into the PC. This is probably the only affordable Maze Venezuelan card that I can get at the moment. It looks pretty decent on the front. It does have like a stain or some sort on the back, but like this stuff is so hard to find. So this one I'm going to hold into my PC. We've got a Robin Roberts, Nellie Fox, another Nellie Fox, and then we got the 2 autograph cards, which is Juan Marichal and Billy Williams. Now, obviously no certs on these cards, and I took a gamble on these. So my assumption is no one's going to be faking a Juan Marichal autograph at the moment, or Billy Williams. They're both cheaper autograph cards, and they're on Venezuelan cards. So, like, they completely ruined the value of the card to put the autograph on there. Now, if it was like a Willie Mays or a Mickey Mantle, different story, because their autographs on a Venezuelan card be thousands upon thousands of dollars, because there's very few of them. I wasn't sure about these, so ended up getting them checked really quick by JSA. They confirmed both the cards are real. So I'm going to get these slabbed up. I think I'm going to go the PSA route. And then I was talking to Kyle from the Dallas Card Show, and he wants them both. He has a big Venezuelan PC. So we're going to get those slabbed, and then we'll make a deal with him on those. And then one day I'm going to get that Luis Apparatio signed as well, just because. So eventually all 3 of these will be signed. But for now, just those 2. So really cool on those. And this lot, actually, I was sort of working on a deal before I went to the Dallas Card Show. I was talking to the guy that had them, and never finalized it beforehand, and he walked up to my table with the stack, and we were able to come up with that agreement. But I thought it was really cool. You don't see them every single day. All right, as promised, I'm going to go through this book right now. So let's take it out of the sleeve, and we're going to go through it. So the dating on this one, I'm thinking it is 1984, maybe early 85, and it's just based off of the albums and the artists that are in here. So we're going to go through that. So up first, we have an Iron Maiden page, which I really like. And we got everyone in there. That's a really, really cool card. Power Slave, 2 Dickinsons. This card is a sticker as well. I know it doesn't look like that right there, but there's some interesting art cards on there. You guys can see the first page in the book as well. So we're going to fan through some of the different pages so you guys can see. We have a whole AC/DC page, White Snake, Def Leppard, which I think those are going to be rookies as well on that side of things. We got Black Sabbath, Scorpions, Van Halen, which I know David Lee Roth has a quote-unquote Van Halen card, but I think this is like the first band card. Again, could be wrong. This type of stuff is just, it's not documented, so it's really hard to tell for sure. So some other interesting art on there. I wish they're artists, but that's what they did for this book. Judas Priest, Ozzy. We get some more of those Ozzy picks. Twisted Sister. More art, more art, more art, followed by Led Zeppelin. So I think it's kind of cool. Robert Plant over here playing the guitar. It's supposed to be Jimmy Page. I believe these are Brazilian rock and metal bands. So, some interesting cards that I didn't know they're documented. We have also Brian May playing guitar over here. But we all have, this is the first Journey card, at least to my knowledge, and also the first Rush card. Both of cards later on, but I did not know they had something from 84. They have the, like, the 7-Eleven, like, circular, like, lenticular discs. I don't really like them, but I think those are technically the rookie cards of the bands. We have another Rod Stewart, Lenny, which I know he has some other earlier stuff, but I think this photo is so cool. We got Freddie Mercury also playing guitar. Kiss without makeup. If I remember correctly, this picture is taken in 83. Research early Motley Crue, which would be the rookie card as well. Don't know anything else from 84 of theirs. More Motorhead. Ted Nugent, which that's a rookie as well of Nugent. Got a Hendrix, Foreigner, which I think that's a Foreigner rookie. And almost done with the book. Duran Duran rookie card. U2, which should be rookie as well. Another Iron Maiden. The Metallica rookie. So I've talked about Metallica cards before. The other book has the first like band member stuff, but this is the first Metallica representation on a sticker or cardboard that I know of now. So this is an 84 or early 85. The other book I think is either 85 or 86. And right there. So I thought that was really cool, but the even better part is I got these stickers. So open this up. Show you some of the stickers that are in here. It's gonna be kind of tough on some of these. I gotta be careful because they're super in stock. Put them over there. Okay, so box is empty. You guys can see some of them, like without the staining. Like this is Duran Duran, but these cards were folded in the packs. So, like, and there's super thin. Nothing you can control on that side of things. Like even Ozzy right here, folded completely in half, but again, how it came. So you can see like an individual album and that on the back. So I'm gonna get this whole set documented and written up on my website. I still have to finish up the other one. Here is the Metallica. First Metallica card. That definitely needs to be in a penny sleeve, but we have a full stack of these all across over here. And I'll go through them and have fun with it. I mean, I love live music. Even when I was in Dallas, I got to see a band called Foreign Air, which is a smaller artist, but they have some really good like electronic rock. And it's so cool to see and research this type of stuff because there's no information out there. And it's just fun for me. It's a part of collecting that I think is lost for a lot of people. All the information is given instead of like going out there and researching like what things are, distribution, years. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm preaching, but like I think it's so fun. The early Iron Maiden. Just finding stuff that you did not know existed. That's such a cool card. Number 1. So, but I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And if you haven't seen my part 1 or part 2 of the Dallas card show, we'll put part 1 on the screen right now so you guys can check it out. And part 2 is also on the channel where I set up as a dealer. Yeah, we're gonna end it off with the Def Leppard.